So you finish your wash day routine and you're thinking, why does my hair look worse or not as good as I thought it would turn out, knowing that I just washed it? Or maybe doing more than you needed to your hair is what's ruining your curls. So in this video, we're going to be exploring that a little bit more. So stay tuned. As always, I've got my trusty notepad and notes here just to refer to. So let's get started. So I guess number one is overproducting. So what I mean about overproducting is that you're using layers upon layers of products. Now, I've kind of briefly talked about this in one of my other videos before, is that there has been a lot of videos that I've seen personally where somebody has added in a leave-in conditioner and then a style cream and then a mousse and then a gel and then a setting spray and then all of that stuff. Imagine, 3 to 4 layers, and then their hair feels heavy. It feels, too, I don't know, too stiff. The curls aren't flowing as they need to. So maybe using too many layers is not great because it's actually creating more of a barrier upon barrier on your hair. So your hair can only absorb so much. So when you add in more and more layers, it's probably just maybe absorb the first or the second layer, but then you're adding the third and the fourth, and then you wonder why your hair is not turning out as good as you want it to turn out. Maybe what you could do is actually try, your next wash day routine, try using less layers. So maybe just use one or two. I've experienced this myself before. When I've used too many layers, my hair hasn't turned out as well. And what I then tested is 1 week just using one layer, so literally just a gel, or just a leave-in cream and a gel, or a leave-in cream and a gel, and just finding which one works for me. I definitely know that my hair needs a curl cream. Underneath any styling product, so underneath any gel or mousse or whatnot. So I definitely start off as a base, using a styling cream. Ideally one with a heat protectant as well, because I tend to diffuse my hair as well. So yeah, that's definitely something you could try out. Number two, it could be that you're over manipulating your hair. So you keep touching it. So, you're not allowing it maybe to fully air dry or to fully set before you go in with your diffusing. So you're disrupting the curls. I know there seems to be this thing about air drying is not that great for your hair. I personally haven't experienced that myself. I know letting your hair stay wet for too long might not be the greatest, but again, what works for you and you've kept on doing it, hey, keep on doing it. But sometimes actually diffusing, I feel, just means that it's saving on, allowing my hair to dry all day, and actually it creates more volume in my hair, which I prefer. So I prefer diffusing personally. But again, touching your hair, scrunching it up and it's not the greatest. So maybe just kind of leaving it to set, just leaving your hair alone, and maybe just doing your fluffing and scrunching near the end when your hair is actually fully dried. Number three, sorry, is actually over treating your hair. So when I refer to that, I'm talking about over deep conditioning. I know that there's a lot of YouTubers that talk about deep conditioning every week. I mean, I do like deep conditioning, don't get me wrong, but I'm definitely not a person every week that I'll deep condition for like half an hour, or all day conditioning. No, sometimes I'll try and find a deep conditioner that, deep conditions my hair in 5 to 10 minutes, maybe just in the shower actually. So I wash my hair, add the deep conditioning on, sorry, put my shower cap on, and then just let it marinate while I'm taking a shower, and then rinse it off. Or sometimes I just go in with a rinse out conditioner. Your hair might not always need a deep conditioner every week, because maybe you're adding too much moisture to your hair, which could be making your hair too over moisturized and mushy feeling. You know, a treatment is a step. It's not always something you need to do every week. Maybe experiment not deep conditioning for a couple of weeks and see how your hair feels and turns out, because actually you might be weighing your hair down. Because think about it, if you're adding in the deep conditioner, then you're adding in the leave-in. The deep conditioner sometimes could just work as your leave-in, in terms of if your hair feels very moisturized once you've rinsed out the deep conditioner, you might not even need it. You might just can just go in with the styling cream and your hair's good. So maybe try that as well. um I guess the summary of this video is less is more. So maybe decreasing the amount of products that you're using and decreasing the amount of steps during your wash day routine actually might save your hair, and your hair actually might turn out better. I mean, I've experimented myself. I even a few months ago just used a gel on its own, and actually that didn't work for my hair. My hair was like, nope, we need a styling cream. We need some sort of cream underneath. So I know that that's a baseline for my hair, but actually try it for yourself, for your next day wash day routine. If you're not going anywhere and your hair doesn't need to look the greatest, maybe just try changing it up a bit and seeing how your hair turns out. So yeah, so that's it from me. So a question that I have for everybody today is, um, do your best hair days happen when you do the least? Let me know in the comments below, and like and subscribe, as I always say. And yeah, do let me know if there's any content you want to see from me. And as always, I'm signing out. Love for my curls, and have a very, very blessed week ahead. Bye bye.